Hello and welcome back to a brand new game for the channel. This is Infection Free Zone, a brand new colony management sim that focuses around the zombie apocalypse. A really cool concept, especially when you consider the fact that you can play anywhere on Earth. We're going to choose to play in my hometown, right smack bang in the middle. The main street is down this way, but this is the area where I grew up. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to hit continue. It's going to warn us that this is a densely populated area and the difficulty might be very high. That's fine. We'll be alright. In terms of zone name, we cannot rename it at this point in the early access build. So if you guys have any name suggestions for our colony, obviously we can't put it here, but for the series in general, let me know down in the comments below. We're going to go for a reasonably hard build. We're going to go for 0.75 people, which is going to be 30 people that we start with. We're going to turn the resources down to 0.85 and horde numbers up to 1.2. It's going to give us a harder difficulty level. I think this is basically as hard as you can get without going to very hard. We're not that masochistic that we're going to put this on a very hard difficulty. I want to give this a go. We're still brand new to the game. I've played a little bit here and there, but I'm definitely no expert, so these are the settings we are going to roll with. We'll hit start. This is going to load for a second. While it does, make sure to drop a like on the video. Leave a comment for the sake of engagement. Let me know what we should name our colony. And don't forget to subscribe if you are enjoying the content. We'll go ahead and watch the opening cutscene so you can get a picture of where we are in the world and what is happening. And then we will jump straight in.
The world as we know it is gone. What we called the mad virus appeared out of nowhere. It made people turn extremely violent, aggressive, and unrestrainable. Soon later, the infected became bloodthirsty, more like vampires than human. There was chaos, panic, and war for survival. Desperate people were just as dangerous as the virus itself. Even our loved ones could become a threat. The infection spread quickly throughout the entire globe. Every region, every country, every city. Drastic measures were taken to get rid of the infected, but they all failed. The last chance for those who seemed immune was to hide in underground shelters, ones that we improvised in garages and basements, loaded with food, water, and air filtration systems. These were the places where we survived, sealed from the outside. For so long, we waited for any signal, any info that a cure had been found, or the situation stabilized. Instead, we listened as the world grew quiet. Our resources were becoming depleted. Life support systems were failing. And just as we were losing all hope, we received a distant call. This was the impulse we needed. There were others out there. We could come back to the surface. No more hiding. From the ruins of the old world, we will build our new home.
Okay, so welcome to Infection Free Zone, and welcome to my hometown. This is Wagga, and this is where we're going to start. This is actually a school. I don't know if you can tell that by this, which is going to do two things for us. Firstly, I think this is a nicely defendable area. We can build walls along these buildings here, along the outside, have clear line of sight over those walls, and the only real stretch of wall that we're going to have to build is right along here. So I think this is going to be a fantastic start. The other thing this is going to do for us is going to give us a huge boost to research right at the very beginning. So we're going to go ahead and plop down our HQ right in the middle, pause the game while we get this transmission. We'll go ahead and listen.
To all survivors, the infection will decline. Seekers and rebuild.
Go ahead and switch that off. We don't need that.
Chief, this is the same transmission we received before, but the signal is even weaker. Our walkie-talkies are not powerful enough for long-range communication. We have to build a large antenna. A local library or university would be a good place to search for information on how to make it work.
Okay. So that is going to highlight this building right here, which is fantastic. I have done a little bit of a playtest on this map and in this location, so I know a little bit about what is about to happen. Before we get into any of that, I want to go ahead and explain the UI for you guys if you have not seen the game before. Right up here, we have our objectives. We can toggle them on and off. We have our research panel, which we can get into a little bit later. We also have weather, which will be useful later on. We have our mood. We are getting a little bit of a bonus because we are finally out from being underground, but we are getting a debuff because our citizens are not happy about not having their own shelter because our HQ can only house 14 people. We currently have 30. This is the build number, the date, the time, game speeds. We have enough food currently for 3 days, as you can see in that little tooltip that comes up when you hover over it. I wish that was displayed more permanently, but that's all right. We have 9 ammo, 6 guns, plus the guns that are currently on our 1 squad. We have 0 fuel, some construction materials, and no specific resources, which is medkits and fertilizer, I believe. This is our HQ. It is currently housing our resources. We only have 199 capacity, so we're going to have to expand that reasonably quickly. And down here we have our citizen panel. So we have 26 people out of 30 currently idle. We need to change that. The way we're going to do that is we're going to go ahead and create a whole bunch of squads. 5 to be exact. And basically turn on our info view, and you can see here we have a whole bunch of school resources right around us, which is fantastic. Before we get into that though, I want to assign these other 10 people to actually do something. So we're just going to have them gather some wood from our immediate area, and that'll be just fine. Now we can go ahead and send some of these crews out to do some scavenging. Shift right click to queue up a bunch of buildings, and we can just have them look around for food, for resources, for basically anything they can find, and they will bring that back to HQ for us, which will be fantastic. We have this crew here, which is semi-armed. We'll send them down this way, and that'll be fine. And then our 2 armed squads, the first one, we're going to have scout these lower buildings. And then this other squad will send straight into this building here. And because I've done a little bit of playtesting, I know what's about to happen in here, so we'll go ahead and prepare for that. We'll go ahead and unpause. Everyone will go out and do their thing. And as soon as we get into this building, there it is. We have some zombies inside. 12 of them, to be precise. But the good news is there is a little bit of a way to cheese zombies that are inside a building. If we go ahead and move this group outside of the building, unpause and put them back in, get 2 shots off, they can run away and won't get attacked by the zombies. So we can just quickly kill them off and not have to worry about the repercussions of that. And they are all dead. So if we check this squad, once this goes away, tell them to kill it. You can see none of our squad members are damaged. They all have 100 HP. None of them got hit. That was a fantastic way to do that. And now we can go ahead and loot that building and the buildings surrounding it. And that'll be just fine. Everyone's going off and doing their thing, looting all of the resources that they can find. As soon as we bring some of these books back to HQ, we should get another transmission. There it is.
We need a workspace where we can experiment and re-engineer all the pre-pandemic technology. We could store all the books there too. Let's build a research center and assign the most technical minds there.
So they want us to build a research center and then research the basic antenna, which we will get to, but this first day I just want to spend scavenging the area, making sure we have some resources built up, and that will be fantastic. We shouldn't have any issues. We're even going to scavenge throughout the night here. It's a little bit more dangerous, but we're so close to HQ that we can bring everyone back if we get any trouble. So let them go do that. We have a little zombie over here. Hopefully we don't get too close to him so he doesn't notice us. One up here that might see us, And yeah, I think they have.
We're on the move.
You just bring everyone back to HQ.
There. Receiving. Ready for action. Receiving.
Bring these guys and these guys back as well because they have the guns.
Roger. Reporting. We're on the move. Reporting.
And then we should be able to take care of these zombies without taking any damage.
Requesting support.
Breaking into our building.
We'll take a little bit of damage on the HQ, but it does have 9,000 hit points, so I'm not too concerned about that. Now that everyone is back, we may as well go ahead and disband the groups that don't have weapons because I don't want them doing stuff tomorrow. This crew only has one, so they must have found one on their way. And disband these as well. These will be our two main scouting parties with the weapons. So we'll go ahead and send them back out for now.
We're on the move.
And let that run. Hopefully these zombies don't see us. That's quite a large horde.
Hostiles inbound.
Fingers crossed. I think we'll be alright. Oh, we do have a squad coming in. We'll go ahead and make a new squad that'll have some guns that should be able to deal with that.
They're trying to get inside.
These guys are actually coming back, so we'll send them inside to help deal with these guys. And they have taken up this building here, which is a little bit annoying. I kind of just want to select both of these crews. You can do that by holding control and sending them inside here. And we can do the exact same thing where we sort of skirt them in and out.
We're not alone here. This house is infected. We're not alone here. Infected inside.
And that's dealt with, which is perfect. We'll send them both back to HQ for the moment.
Operator, this is big. In one of the houses, we killed two extremely fierce infected. Once they were down, we noticed that there was a child in there. A living, infected child. Must have been no older than 3. It ran on all 4s like an animal and jumped into the sewers before we could get it. For the love of God, if they can multiply. I don't even want to think what's going to happen.
Well, that's not terrifying. We'll try and find it.
Try to find that kid. Keep it
Why not?
alive.
What's the worst that could happen, right? We'll send these 2 squads back here. Because I want to disband the one that only has 3 weapons. So we'll go ahead and pause while we do that. Disband that crew. And send these guys back out.
We're on the move. Reporting.
You also need some more stuff
We're on the move.
from these guys to do. So we'll go ahead and send them maybe over this way
We're on the move.
to just do some more scouting, and that will be fine. As you can see, we already have 17 research materials. We have 12 people idle, which is not the way we want to play this game. So we need to start designating some stuff to be done. The first thing I want to build is a warehouse, and that is going to go smack bang in there. It's going to cost us 34 wood, which we should have no problem with. We currently have 80. And then I also want to start working on a research center, which I'm going to put over here, mostly because it's a little bit protected from this building here, so that the zombies can only come from the top or the bottom. And we should have a pretty decent sight range on that. But that is going to require 36 metal, so we're going to have to deconstruct some buildings or do some scavenging. For right now, I'm just going to deconstruct these buildings. We get 7 from this one, and also get 7 from this one. That should bring us up to 36, I believe, which is exactly what we need. So that'll be good. We just need to assign people to that. If we take a couple of builders off and take some people off of these, we can max both of these out and assign the leftovers to the wood, and that will be fine. Go ahead and let the game run while they build those 2 things. A car would be very nice to find.
Search done.
And we do find one, actually, speaking of the devil. So we'll go ahead and send these guys over to pick up this car, so we can a little bit more easily get around the map. That's going to be fantastic.
There's nothing left. Ready for the...
Alright, we now have a car with 10 resource slots, which is Lovely to see. We're going to continue to search these buildings over here, though. Clear out the area directly surrounding us. Just something I like to do in case we want to demolish any of these buildings or if we want to use them for something else. Our warehouse seems to be coming along quite nicely. Shouldn't take too long to get done. And the reason we want to do that is because our storage is basically full already. Coming into nighttime, we should be okay to let these guys continue scavenging. They're really close to the base, so if we do see anyone coming for us, we can go ahead and bring them back in.
We are out of resources.
Out of metal, which is fine. We knew that was going to be the case. One of these buildings has been done. This is slowly being worked on.
Roger, another one incoming.
We have zombies over this way. Hopefully they don't notice us. They might.
No more to find.
That's a little bit too close for me. We're going to jump back in this car and bring them back to the HQ. We'll go ahead and make a squad.
Roger.
Oh, never mind.
Going there. Ready for action.
They dealt with them all on their lonesome, which is fantastic to see. We'll go ahead and pause while we queue up a few more little actions over here. Get them to continue scavenging around the place. These guys have finished all of these buildings around here, so we'll send them up this way for the moment. And that should be just fine as long as we don't see any more zombies.
Building clear.
These guys can be disbanded.
Search done. Building clear.
You can see our storage is currently full. So we need to get this building done ASAP. We'll assign some more people to building.
Roger. We're on the move. Clear.
And we are back in the daytime, so everyone's gone back out to work.
Sir, the people have reported hearing a lot of noises coming from underground. They're afraid that it could be infected moving through the sewers and tunnels. We need to bolster our defenses and be ready to attack from within, too.
Left.
I agree. Let's
We'll be
prepare.
ready.
Let's do it. Building clear.
Everything seems to be going pretty well. We've got some pretty good resources over here, but the problem is we have no room. Hopefully this can get done within a minute. And there we go. Now we should have plenty of room to work with. The next thing I want to work on is getting some houses for our people. So we could go for shelters, or we could immediately research houses, which is going to make everyone way more happy and way more productive. So I think that is what I want to do. This should have enough metal. That has max assigned to it. We have 26 metal. So that is not enough, actually. We'll unassign all of the builders for that, and we'll go ahead and go for a gather metal command. We probably don't need quite that much. Go for 63. And assign everyone to scavenging for the moment. And that should be fine. These guys still have plenty to do. These guys need some more. I wouldn't mind finding another car, is what I wouldn't mind, but I think we'll just go ahead and continue scavenging. We've got 7 days worth of food right now. So I think we're alright there.
Search done.
Continue scavenging.
Going there. There's nothing.
How's our metal
No
going?
more to find.
Not quite. This has no people. This has 11 people. This has 11. Let's bring this way down. We don't need as much wood right now. And we'll have 16 people on metal scavenging.
Building clear.
These guys are now getting a little bit too far away for my liking.
Ready for action. There's nothing left.
So I think I want to bring them back down in this direction.
We're on the move.
Just so that we can keep an eye on them just a little bit easier. I'm not worried about these guys because they do have the car that will help out if they get into trouble. Speaking of, these guys are now going to go back to the thing. We'll take some people off scavenging so that we can create a squad that can sit in HQ.
Let's do it.
Send these guys inside. Should be able to deal with them, no problems at all. And then we'll just keep an eye out throughout the night. have our full squad still come back down here. We aren't too concerned. If we need to, we can even put them in the car if we have troubles over this way. We have some more coming in. Okay, looks like it might be a little bit of a horde night. So I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone back. If these guys lure them in, so they definitely come and attack the HQ. Perfect. We'll go ahead and skip through, because it looks like, yeah, this is definitely a horde night. I don't mind when they attack our HQ. Like I said, it's got a lot of damage. But these guys might go for this building, so we'll lure them in with a squad. They are done. Lure these guys in with a squad. And they are done. Perfect. Another one. Make sure they come towards us. And that is the night done. Whew. We're all good for now. For now, we are okay. Let's get these squads back out. We'll get one in a car, and then the other squad can continue down this way. We'll eventually get this block cleared out. And then the squad that's going in the car, we might actually start just driving around a little bit, trying to find another vehicle, maybe some people that can come and join us. Need to increase our scavengers. Still aren't getting metal. This is really slow. And doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Operator, we just saw something grisly, but potentially useful. The infected are eating their own. We saw some of them inside a basement they couldn't get out of. There were corpses of other infected that had obviously been eaten.
Well, that's also terrifying. We'll go ahead and leave them.
Roger that.
And Alexa thinks I'm talking to her. These guys should still have orders, yes. But this metal is not happening, so I'm actually going to cancel that and re-queue that task up with maybe some less metal. Go ahead and do that. Assign as many people as we can to that. Take some off the wood because we really don't need it quite so much. That should be fine. And then we'll go scouting with the car.
Let's do it.
There we go. Easy as that. We found another car. So we'll go ahead and take these guys out of the vehicle. Split this group. You come there.
Ready for action.
Single person can take this car.
Reporting.
These guys can jump back in this one.
Reporting. We're on the move. Roger. Going there.
Oh,
Let's do it.
was working. There we go. And we'll send these guys back to HQ just so that we have both the cars there and we can join them back up as one squad. Perfect. We will exchange with this squad, bring you back in. You were the leader, so we'll put you back in the leader spot. Jump in a car, and we can go grab some more stuff.
Let's do it.
And then once these guys get back, we will also send them in the other car, just so that they can get around just a little bit quick.
On my way.
But they will continue in the same direction.
Going there.
Here's something happening over here, but I don't know what it is.
Clear. Search done. Search done. No more to find.
Perfect. We actually getting metal now? Yes, we are.
Clear. There's nothing left. Building
36. We have enough for this, so we can take some people off of our scavenging task and put them on building instead.
no more to find. There's nothing left.
Work's done.
Clear.
Head back to your shelters.
Building clear.
Alright, nightfall is upon us, so we're going to send everyone back to HQ once again.
Hostiles inbound.
Just to make sure we can survive the night. We'll also take some people off of this so we can make a new squad that can also help to shoot. And really, we shouldn't have any problems defending this. They should come right to us. Perfect. And this is sort of how the early game goes. You basically scavenge what you can during the day, build up what you can during the day, and then at nighttime sort of hunker down and defend the base, because we don't have any actual defenses. We could bring them in so that they don't surprise us in a area where we're not expecting them. Oh, they took up residence in that building anyway. It sort of just is what it is. They'll come in at night and they'll pretty much die straight away. So I'm not too worried about them for now. Get these guys back in their cars. And send them out again. Is there anywhere closer to us that we can scavenge? We can scavenge these buildings here. Seems like a good job for the day. And then they can go and scavenge these medical supplies as well. And we'll get these guys to do this side of the street. Let's get everything nice and clear in our immediate vicinity. We do need to put some more people on scavenging because we took them off for that squad last night. Can't forget to do that. It's a little bit micro-y. If you could... When everyone went back at night, it would be nice if it took them off these jobs automatically and then put them back on so you could like create squads and stuff with the people inside your HQ. Or if HQ just like grabbed the guns and shot at the zombies anyway, that would also be fantastic. These guys didn't take the car with them, which is a little bit frustrating. Oh, we have some survivors over here that we can grab, increase our numbers. A little tip, if these guys have a machete icon here, they are typically friendly. I have not encountered a hostile group that has the machete. If they have a gun, they are most likely hostile. But they will come and join us, which will be fantastic. Have some more worker bees at our base once they get in. These guys really aren't finding much at all. We do have some more survivors over this way, though. These guys are stuck. I think they might be scared of this building here. We need to get everyone back as soon as possible. At least create a squad so that we can take these guys out. Bring you guys back to HQ. You guys are also going to come back to HQ and then grab your car in the morning. Hopefully these guys don't die. Oh, good. They killed him for us. That works. Since there is no immediate threat, we'll go and grab the car now. And bring her back. And then pretty much just wait out the night again. And with night out of the way, go ahead and disband that squad again. Put them on scavenging. Jump in our cars. And we can go and grab these survivors. Anything else we needed to do immediately? I don't think so. We'll just continue working on these buildings. Grab more resources. These guys should join us as soon as they see us. Perfect. And since we're up here, scavenge a bunch of these buildings here. We will accept them, of course. That is another 4 people for our crew. These guys really aren't finding a lot. These guys seem to be doing a little bit better. Yeah, some food, some ammo. We've got 6 days worth of food. We should consider getting some farming up very soon. As soon as this is finished, we might start working on that. Oh no, we need to do houses first. Okay, we have a research center. I don't know if we need 14 people working in there. Let's go for 6. I think that will be absolutely fine. And the rest can be on scavenging for the moment. Go ahead and do some research. We're going to skip the basic antenna for right now. And instead go for, I think it's advanced woodworks. Yes, so we'll need tool factory first, which is going to take roughly 3 hours. How's our scavenging doing? These are almost finished.
No more to find.
And our squads are just working hard.
Clear.
We actually ran out of things to do. So we'll go ahead and pause the game. It is nighttime already, which is surprising to me. Go ahead and gather some more wood. Wow, really not a lot of wood in this area. We'll give them, say that. 80 wood should be heaps. Since these guys are both in cars, we're going to let them stay out for the moment.
Let's do it. Another one incoming.
Just keep an eye.
Operator, we found something suspicious. There's a large piece of dried meat here with a piece of rope around it. It's attached to a counterweight. This seems to be a trap to catch something. Maybe humans, maybe animals, or maybe even the infected. Somebody must have set it up not too long ago.
Interesting. We'll definitely go ahead and inspect that.
There are some infected around here. Search done.
These guys are going to have a problem in just a second.
On my way.
Go ahead and bring them back to HQ. Oh, pause. Pause. In other games that I have, the tilde button is the pause button. In this game, it brings up the console. So if you can see that pop up, that's because I've hit the wrong button out of muscle memory. These guys are going to jump straight in their car because they are in trouble.
They're coming.
And then drive back to HQ. These guys are also going to drive back to HQ. Should be able to take out these zombies with no problems whatsoever. And we will go ahead and wait out the night. There are a lot of zombies around.
Going there. We're on the move.
The door won't hold much longer.
I mean, it will. Alright, daytime. We've survived another day. And on that note, with that little start, we're going to go ahead and call the episode there. If you guys are enjoying the game, I think it's a really cool game, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. If you are enjoying it, go ahead and leave a like on the video. Leave some comments. Let me know what we should name our settlement. Our little settlement here. It's just starting out, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I think it's going to be really cool once we get some walls around this area. But yes, until next time, happy building, happy surviving. Bye, guys.